What is up? How's it going, reactors and fans of the movie trivia Schmodown? I'm Joey the Wall Morin, and apparently I don't know how to work YouTube. So, and with me today, I've got some my social media expert. He's going to be my partner today, helping me run things. Alex, the evolution, or should I say, Omega this week.
It's evolution here today. It's evolution today. It's evolution almost every day. When we get the Ring of Fire going, then we're going to deal with that thing.
Okay. All right. Fine.
But here and everywhere else, it's the evolution.
And wake up, Mark. It's time for you to talk. Mark's here. You wanted to jump in and help us through this. So thanks for joining us.
What is up?
And Renee, RJ, how you doing?
I'm good. Just a shout out to all you guys. Remember, Ring of Fire draft is coming up very soon, so make sure if you haven't yet, get your videos out there, get your allegiances out there. Let's keep the fire going.
Yeah, we're going to have, even if you don't get picked for Team Adam or Team Titan, there's going to be ways for you to get involved with your team, whatever you choose allegiance to. We're going to have all kinds of surprises and fun with this. So, all right. Thanks for the plug there, RJ. We'll get to more of Ring of Fire in a bit. And the chance is here. Chance is here. How you doing?
Guys, what's up, guys? Good to be here. I'm always happy to do a live stream with you guys. Alex, good to see you. Malcolm, good to see you. All you members of Team Titan.
There's some real classic smack talk if you only came through on the audio.
Yep.
I didn't hear any of it. Okay.
I wasn't talking smack. I was just welcoming.
Okay, awesome.
It's all good.
We'll do some lip reading later and find out exactly what you. And we got a couple of guests that aren't normally on the panel, but we're glad to have you here, Mr. Woodburn, C-Dub. How you doing?
Good, man. You know, I love being a part of this whole thing. You know, you're all great people, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks, man. And he's from the other side of the planet. He's in the future. Malcolm, the Crusher. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Once again, I'm happy to be here as well.
Right on.
Awesome.
Okay, so we'll start by I'll just talk about last week. We had a lot. We did the Disney match. We finally got through the qualifiers for that, and we finished up Pixar on Monday. And so, you guys have any thoughts? How about that Friday match? That was awesome. And Alex, do you have any comments?
The Friday match, honestly, folks, technical difficulties. I did get a chance, thankfully, to go back and watch it. Big shout out to Caleb for getting that video for everybody. That was awesome. Big props to him for helping us save the match.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys didn't watch it live, and I apologize for what happened there. What happened was afterwards, we always do a little after chat, and we were talking for like another half hour or so. And so by then I figure the video is uploaded. It does a processing thing where it processes and again puts it up to the page. And so when I left everything and hung up on the Hangouts, I went to the YouTube page, and I was, and I saw that there's a page where you go to create live streams, and then there's the page where the views of the videos are. And I was on that page, and it said it was still there, the event. And I thought, well, we're done with it. And I've done this before, and I never did this before. We're done with the live event. I'll just delete that. We don't need that anymore. I don't know. Maybe it was mid-processing still, because it was an hour and some long episode. It was a lot of fun. It was a good one. But when I deleted that event, it was gone. And I'm never going to delete those again until I'm 100% sure that it's on. Lesson learned. But yeah, it was it was a fun match. Do you have anybody here who was actually saw it live?
I left at the beginning of it because it was my friend's birthday, but...
Oh, right. Okay. Well, take my word for it. It was great.
Yeah. For those of you who didn't get a chance to see it, we have the copy posted on the event page on Facebook for that Trial by Fire Disney Part 2. Again, big props to Caleb for helping us save it. And if anyone wants to watch it, it's there. It's a pretty good copy too, so definitely give it a check out. It is one of our funner trials. Honestly, everyone involved. Joey, you're a surprise guest. That was huge. I did get to see that part live.
Yep.
That was a great poll.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know?
I'm not going to say it,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was a great poll for mystery guest.
Okay, well, I was about to show what. Okay, no spoilers then. I was about to show. I have an image of what the final score was for the match, and then you could see who the mystery guest was.
Okay.
So Chance doesn't want.
Close my eyes. You can go ahead.
All right, I'm going to share that then. So this is who. This is how the match ended up, because I've been doing graphics for it, and so this is what we ended up with. So if you guys have a quick look there, you see everybody passed. It was a fantastic match. We all did really well. I'll run down the names, but I won't say the last one, which is our guest. We got Zadius, his first ever trial. He got 5 points. That's pretty impressive. So he got at least he got a redemption pass there. He wasn't able to make the finals, but hey, way to go, Z-Man. And Taylor Robinson got 8 points. She proved that she knows her Disney, and so she got herself. Yeah, she got some redemption points there. 8 points plus I think it was a natural pass. So
her first trial as well. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Debut.
I want to see her versus Jen. That's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah. Speaking of Jen, I should probably quickly shout out her. She did a reaction to Caleb's upload because she wasn't able to watch live either. So yeah. So if you guys want to watch the match, go on the Disney Part 2 event page and watch it, and you can do a reaction to it. And because Caleb's voice his audio is still there, he shouts out his answers. Do what Jim Green did, and just listen to the question, pause it for a second, get your answer in, show it, and then press play. So that way it's fair, and you're good to go. And Nazario also 9 points out of 11 questions, pretty good, and more than pretty good. Case was in the match. Case Cornelessa, he got 6. Haven, he got a redemption pass with 5. So everybody got some points there. It was pretty great. And Skywalker with a perfect round of 11.
Oh my God, you got JP.
Yeah, and this mystery guest it got 8 points as well, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. I at least have this, and I guess Caleb was so great to do that to be able to salvage the at least the match. So we got all the questions, and we got the record of that awesome night there. So that's an answer. I was really down on myself for that. I had a real I don't know if you guys some people on the admin team have an understanding of what I was going through, but when we have I don't want to put down anything we've done in the past, but I'm telling you that Disney match was the best one we ever had. It was so fun. It was everything was it was like lightning in a bottle, and we had it perfect. It was so good, and I was so proud. Couldn't wait to start sharing it around, and it was gone. And I was like, I wanted to die. I hated it. I hated myself. And so, but I snapped out of it. Remember here, we're having fun. We're good. Caleb was, good enough to get us that copy. So there, covered that. But yeah, I think we got more qualifiers from the Disney than we did from the Pixar. And I don't know if that has to do with what people know as far as Disney versus Pixar. There was a lot of people in the Pixar one where they were getting low scores, 2 points, and
fake fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What do you guys think about that? We'll start with Mr. C-Dub Woodburn. What do you think about the difference between the Pixar and the Disney? You've watched and competed in a couple of them. I know you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get down with the Disney, the cartoon stuff. Even as a child, I watched a very select few of them, like Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, He-Man, and a little bit of Batman. I mean, I've seen some movies, but I was never really big on them, even as a child.
Mm-hmm. I like the Pixar though, and so a lot of the Disney stuff, because you don't have to be a child. You really should check them out, Chris, because it's almost like they're taking a page out of the Bugs Bunny book. Back in the when Bugs Bunny was doing their reruns and all the cartoons they had when I was a kid, I was watching them. They do the funny slapstick stuff, with the anvil dropping on their head and stuff for the kids, but they always have that upper level, smart, intelligent humor for the adults. And I think that's what Pixar and Disney do really well. They know that the parents have to take their kids to these things, so they make it relatable to them too. So that's probably what I like about Pixar, is the stories are.
I mean, there are a few movies that I loved.
Mhm.
Like, I loved Lion King and Aladdin. I love those movies. You know, like Hans Zimmer did the score for Lion King. Like, I was kind of obsessed with that movie when it came out in '94.
Mhm.
Like, Shrek was the last animated movie I've seen.
Really?
I've been revisiting
Came out,
Shrek.
what, 2001?
Wow, you miss out on a lot, man.
Yeah.
Malcolm, what do you
seen
think?
an animated movie since Shrek?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think with the Pixar one, like you've got also recent, so I mean it's easy to forget. But I think with Disney, it's a lot of the Disney movies are more memorable. I remember a lot from Disney.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, they definitely give us some new stuff to look forward to almost every year with something new coming from them. So
Yeah.
it's growing, that's for sure. And RJ, you got a chance to at least play in the first Disney one and we had a bit of sing-alongs happening there.
Oh,
And
don't remind me.
Want to give a little reprise, RJ?
No, I'll leave Alex alone. He suffered enough that day.
Thank you.
when
Thank
I
you.
was when I was talking about the part 2 and how I wish everybody could see, we at the end I just kind of did an impromptu Circle of Life sing and everybody sang along, and I thought that was a great moment. It was pretty fun. It was a good time. Do you have any highlights or stuff you want to, any takeaways from last week, the Trial by Fires?
Yeah, like, I get it was the greatest match ever, but no shout outs to all of us who passed for Disney in round 1, because I'm pretty sure just as many of us passed.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. That was a great one. Unfold your arms. Unfold your arms. Unfold your arms. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, props
No,
to everyone.
it's just cold in my house. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's actually just really cold in this house. My sister likes it cold.
Like, don't you take any kind of seminars on how to listen effectively? You know, you don't talk like this when you're listening to someone.
Power Rangers don't get angry, RJ.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't get angry. I got salty. There's a difference.
But you gotta remember, Power Rangers are teenagers with attitude.
There you go.
Not
There
the
you
first
No,
go.
I mean, it was the Pixar worked really well. You're right. There were a couple people in there. We were having a lot of low scores, but Disney, we didn't seem to have that problem, which I give props to, because Disney did cover a lot more. Because Disney also had live action, and we saw some people in that competition. Those live action questions are what threw them off.
Yeah.
Jen was one question away from a perfect round, and then she got a live action question.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, that was like a little. That was you wrote that one, didn't you, Chance?
I did write that one.
And I appreciate that, because I don't care what anyone says. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's definitely. I was trying to think in my head. It was like I was thinking like was that The Rock or was that Bruce Willis? I was trying to figure out who it was, and then anyways.
But I mean, it was a great match. It was great to compete in the Disney one. I'm glad I made it to the finals. Like I said, at least the one category I talked smack about was the one that saved me. So I have no regrets for not getting a really high score, because I did what I said I was going to do. I cleared songs.
You had to study in session.
What was that, Mark? Sorry.
You had the study session the night before.
But that
Right
Demi Moore question will haunt me. I knew that one, and I could not pull it.
Yeah.
As you saw my reaction in there, I apologize because I cursed there, because I was just like, oh my God, I can't remember who it is.
It's
And then as soon as you showed your answer, if you look really closely, you see me throw my marker down.
That one stuck with me, probably because I have this thing where I'm an artist, right? And so I kind of look at how things are drawn, and I think to this day, I think she is probably one of the prettiest Disney princesses, like any female lead in a Disney movie. Like, she's one. So it stuck with me. So I didn't remember her name. So yeah, like I kind of look at that kind of stuff. I don't know. So
yeah, and then I still need to catch the Disney too.
Yeah. All right, so we've had lots of fun in the Trial by Fires. We had our Fatal 5-Way. You guys have any thoughts on that? We'll start with Mark.
Oh, like as much as it's unfortunate R&B Roger Meyer Burnett didn't make it through. I'm glad that Jason Inman did.
Can I just correct you? I'm tired of hearing it. It's not Roger Meyer. It's Robert. Robert.
Sorry.
I've been saying it like that.
I was gonna let keep going.
Oh no, I don't want to do it because he's a fan of the Lions. Then so you should know that.
All the way.
Yeah,
Right.
so you should know it's Robert. It's Robert.
Roger Meyer Burnett.
Like those initials,
they
so
have next-
his name's Robert.
I'm sorry if I'm just teasing you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Hey, of course, at the spectacular, go Patriots. But
Mhm.
and no,
Yeah.
I was happy to see Jason Inman pull through.
Yeah.
I've always liked him, so I've always been a fan of his. Like him and Manch, like how can you not like them?
hmm I was picking Inman just because I like to go with underdogs and wild cards, and I'm in another league where it's like where all you do in that league is predict winners, and they were talking about how that match had potentially been spoiled, and that's how I got wind of it and stopped the betting for our round. And I didn't know because if you guys remember, and I put up the betting poll for that betting booth for that, I had Inman right away. That was like days before this spoiler thing happened, and I had him on their poll too, and then the spoil thing happened, and the person who runs that league, he said he still doesn't believe that it was spoiled, and it turns out it was. Like it all panned out that name was the name that was dropped, and you know, hey, I'll go with underdogs any day of the week. I love doing like, but I kind of think that, you know, RMB needed a win there. He needed, you know, he didn't do really well there. It's too bad.
Like underdog, so you must be a big fan of JTE then.
I like his story, man. When I went back and rewatched all of the episodes starting with the decision, and that's how I got on board with the Patriots. And yeah, I love how he built an empire out of almost nothing. It's a great story if you watch it from that perspective.
Also, check out the Rise and Fall.
Yeah, that's a funny video.
Waiting for the John Roca documentary. We still haven't seen it.
They still need to finish that.
Yeah, they're working on it. That's what I heard they were going to do something, but
Well, it's because they started it and then he lost the title, so they got to like rework it.
So I wanted to talk about the standings and do another standings rundown. But we've been busy this week and we haven't had a chance. I think I might have already said this, but anyways, say it again. We're going to focus in and get all the stats updated from – I think we're probably just still exhaling from the 3 weeks of match after
4
match.
weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. So we finally got
And then-
through that, yeah. And so we can put the stats, you know, we'll put the stats up and we'll get it all cleared and good to go for the UST singles.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't know how to operate the, I'm going to post the standings and you'll see it's a big, long, wide spreadsheet with a lot of columns. And if you have any questions when I post it, post them in the comments and we'll get you the answer you need. And next Sunday, when we're back on track and things are a lot better, we'll do a special standings and we'll highlight some names and talk about what's going on. All right. And so at this point, we'll check in with the chat. Is there anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Let's take a look. Nazario's here saying he's still upset about. All right. Yep. Go ahead.
What was that, Chris?
I just wanted to point out, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I correctly predicted that Ben Bateman would be that mystery competitor.
Yeah, I do actually
really?
remember that. Yeah, I remember that actually. I do. Yeah, I think you were the only one that said that, and then people started saying, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah, because I felt that Team Action. I mean, he didn't win that match, but I felt that Team Action had to have some kind of presence in that singles tournament. And I was yelling John Corbett at that screen. Come on, hoping he would get it.
Yeah.
And I want to tell y'all a funny little story. I'm a big fan of Jason Inman, but I want to tell y'all a funny little story involves him. about a year and a half ago, I think it was like March of last year, I seen somebody say something negative about Heath Ledger's Joker, which, you know, I hold in high esteem. And I commented
You're kidding.
saying, I think that his Oscar would disagree. And then whoever this person was, I can't remember because I eventually blocked them, said that your mother would have been a better Joker. And I commented, my mother is dead. Don't say a word about her. And he went on another tangent about something like she's better off that way, and so that's my switch. You don't talk about that. So I went off on this guy, told him, bring your ass to Baltimore and I will.
Okay, right.
Sorry, Joey.
Yeah.
That's
I will hurt you. So apparently, this guy, whoever it is, knows Jason Inman, and it was like 2 days later, Jason Inman is periscoping, and I'm watching, and he's like, Chris Woodburn, I was told a story about you yesterday, how you're threatening people over Twitter. And I'm like, yeah, I got into it with some guy, but he must not be telling you the entire story. And he actually ended up blocking me on Twitter and Periscope. I would seriously love to have a discussion with him to tell him the full story of that.
Yeah, that's some of the things that I'm trying to stay away from in our league group. You know, we have a great, supportive, fun environment that we're building, and we don't have hardly any of that negativity. Like, you know, I'm pretty proud of that, and I think that I'd like to keep steering the ship in that direction. You know, let's just have a fun hangout. You know, that main page, you know, they got 15,000+ people, a lot of eyes on that place, and a lot of opinions, and it's I give a lot of shout out to the admin team that has to try and keep an eye on so much negativity that floods through there. I can only hope that our page can stay the way it's going. I mean, you know, small and close knit.
Yeah. Just want to give a quick shout out to everyone for keeping it friendly in the Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. All right, sorry, Alex. Yeah, we went on a little bit of a rabbit trail there.
Yeah, no worries. Gives me a bit more time to read the questions, though. Nazario, I'm not going to give the exact comment, but he's kicking himself over something I guess he said in the trial on Friday, where he added a letter to a word and it screwed up an answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Props to you, buddy, though. You still did good. And Fella, I know, Mark, you've already said it, but Fella can't say it's a spoiler. I still haven't actually watched the whole match. I was planning on reacting, so.
Okay.
We'll see. All right. And then, Mark, I know you already saw the comment, but I agree with Fella. Come spectacular, you're losing that hair.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
We all know you are. You might as well get the clippers ready now.
Oh, if it does happen, it'll be live streamed.
Oh, man.
Right
on. Okay. All right, so that's it from the chat so far? No questions?
Yeah, most of the chat is just talking about, let's see. Again, Nazario upset about missing an answer. Some back and forth from Mark and Fella about the hair. And that's pretty much been it so far.
Okay, cool. All right, so that, you know, it's been a fun week, and we're learning as we go. We're getting better as we go. I mean, we've only been at this for a couple months, going on 3 months, and I think we've got a good thing going. So we'll just keep chugging along.
Yep.
And so let's end this with Alex had an announcement about the MCU. I don't want to forget about that. So the MCU Trial by Fire is coming up. Let's talk about that for now, so we don't lose track.
Yes, we've been talking about this lately because we've now got all of our qualifying matches done for Star Wars, Disney, and Pixar. The championships for those, I know we're working on getting those done soon. But we've decided Marvel is the next big event, people. We're going to try something different with the Marvel match because I know we have a lot of people who are going to want to get in on this match. So here's what we've proposed. If you want in on the Marvel match, comment on the event created and the link on the Facebook page. I'm going to reshare it later so everyone can see. I want as many people as possible to sign up for this because to get a spot on camera for the MCU trial, any player, including admins, is going to have to take a 12-question pre-screener. You will not see a pass-fail grade on this, and we will only be taking the top 18 scorers on this pre-screener.
And then just to kind of make sure everybody knows that this is this pre-qualifier is kind of like what Take 3 does. And
Yes.
where they get everybody to answer the same questions, and then we go with. But then when you win, like if you get selected from this process, you're only going into a qualifier match. You're not going into the championship. So you kind of get a little bit of a taste. Then we'll get the best people because we want to have a good fight here. We want to have a good civil war.
Yes. MCU has been our most hyped match by far. So we're going to make sure that we're getting the best of the best to go into it. We're going to do 3 qualifying matches of 6 players apiece. And only the top 2 from each of those qualifiers will make the final. We're not going to allow the react along for this because, honestly, if you're going to work that far to get to the final, you deserve to earn your spot. And then we'll have a championship match of 6 players, the best of the best from each of the 3 qualifiers, and whoever can get there and gets the championship, they're going to have earned it at that point. I've been talking with Jeremy about making sure he's escalating difficulty on these questions, and he's already promised he's going to be bringing his A game with the Marvel trial.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're going to keep them within reach for everybody because these are kind of it's a roll of fake categories. So
exactly, it's within reason. And I know we talked about it the other night, but I do have the official list of the 12 categories that will be used for the Marvel Trial by Fire, just so everyone's got a heads up. We are going to be going with Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, including MCU appearances, so this counts Norton and Ruffalo, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, the 2 Avengers films, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, the MCU Spider-Man, villains, weapons and tech, and Kevin Laniel's favorite category, Who Said It?
Nice. What do you guys
what was that last one?
Who said it?
Who said it? So quotes.
Yeah, who said it? Yeah. You'll hear something that somebody said and blah, blah, blah. All right. What do you guys think about that little blurb there about the MCU Trial by Fire? Chance?
I feel good. And
it's interesting. Wait, okay.
Was that Chance?
That was Woodburn. It's interesting. It shows that we're getting bigger, that we're going to have to do these like pre-screenings. It's a little intimidating because this is actually the first specialty match that I'm going to get thrown into. So I'm looking forward to see how I do. And may the best man win.
Oh, cool. And RJ?
Well, as Alex said earlier, this was kind of between me, him, and Jeremy, and Mark had a hand in it as well. We just kind of, not to call anybody out, but it was kind of like we wanted to do this to avoid the kind of Pixar thing where people are coming in and only then scoring 2 points. This was trying to avoid that. And, of course, like he said also, there's so many people already who want in on this Marvel match. I think we almost have like 40 people who are like, I want in. And obviously we cannot fit 40 people unless we do like 5 or 6 trial by fires. And then if all these guys pass those trial by fires, we're not eliminating anybody. So this pre-screener will give us the top 18 people who deserve the right to be on camera.
Yeah, exactly. And Mark, I already know how you feel. You're competing in this, right? Mark?
I'm going to sit this one out. If anything, I'm going to focus on Star Wars, Disney, and maybe if you guys do a Harry Potter.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Well, you're MCU. We've already.
Yes. I'm just going to. I'm going to sit this one out.
So you can be a good tester for Jeremy when he's putting those questions together. Then that's great.
I've already tested some of them for him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Who's got the audio playing back? But anyways, Malcolm, what are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to this MCU one?
Yeah, I definitely am. Like, I know my MCU, and I'm definitely going to try and get on camera for.
Nice, yeah. And like, do you have a preference? Like, is there a roll of fate category that you think, okay, that's the one I'm going to kick butt in?
I'll probably Avengers movies. Like they've one's the most out of any of the MCU. So.
And Woodburn, I know you're just itching to get some words in on this MCU. Just keep the smack talk down and go.
I am itching for this to begin. I love the Marvel movies. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a good battle. I know. I'm a huge Iron Man fan. I don't read comics and stuff, but I never really even really cared about the superhero movies so much. It's the Iron Man movie, the very first one, that said, you know what, this is something cool here. And ever since, I've been attached to it because I've watched anything that has to do with Iron Man. If he's in it or attached to it, I've memorized it. So, and that's pretty much all the MCU movies. So beware, this guy knows what's going on. What's up?
That's what's crazy for me is because I love the Iron Man. I don't think without Downey's portrayal, the MCU is anywhere near its popularity. But personally, I didn't think Iron Man 2 and 3 were all that good of a film.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a topic for another day. Because I could argue for an hour on how you're wrong. But anyways, moving on. Do you have any thoughts there, Alex? Before we move on to what you got?
Considering this was a beat of my design, most partly thanks to collaboration, I think this is going to be a good way to really make sure that the MCU trial, we are seeing the best of the best of the best that this league has to offer. And you know darn well that I'm going to be in it.
Somebody's got an audio playing back. And
seriously, guys, come on.
Of the best of the best. So whoever's got it going, turn it down. So we can focus on the last part here, and then we'll wrap it up.
It's Malcolm.
I just closed my YouTube.
Yeah, somebody's got it playing back in the background with their mic on. So maybe everybody mute their mics until you're called upon. So, anyways, here we are. Wow, that's annoying. I can't do this. I can't do this with the audio like that. So, yeah, let's just. I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm getting frustrated. We'll say good luck, everyone, in the UST singles tournament, and I can't do it with the audio playing back like that. So, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Joey.
We'll see you next time. Okay. Until next time. Thanks.
Joey.
No, hang on a second. I'm finishing this up. Okay. Alex, thanks for joining. I appreciate the social media stuff. And I had to take my headphones off because I can't hear the playback. It's throwing me off. And Chance, thanks for joining us. I know you don't do this very often. I'm always glad to have you. Chris, love the enthusiasm. Thanks for joining us. RJ, always good to have you. You working today?
Yeah, not till later though. I still have like 2 more hours.
Enjoy your shift there, sir.
Thank you.
And Malcolm, I was a fan of yours since the WMT, so glad to have you. Always good to see you. And Mark, as always, pleasure to have you around. And yeah, get your brackets in for that UST singles. You know, email the Schmoes. I think it's Schmoedown Bracket 2000. Go on the MTS page and find out what it is. Get your pick in. You might win. I'm going to go Inman all the way because I think it's
all the way.
And for everyone here, enjoy the Walmart. And until next time, be good.